Unknown T, Rise Above Hate. There's not really much to say, to be honest. Let's just get into this album and see what it's about. First track is called Steppy. The beat is cold. It's the best asset of the track so far.
The intel must have been wrong because I don't conspire.
The beat is cold. The beat is cold. And then you've got Unknown T using his best assets, which is his flow and his voice, just riding the track. Not too much I'm picking up, but it's a good way to start the project, isn't it? It's a good way to start the project. So there's nothing to break down, but it was a nice way to start it still. Let's get into the next track.
Don't flex and chill with the ops, then think that everything Chris like Brown. 9 boys pop up with gangs both sides, don't trace with my different. So I ain't gotta prove no points, real gangsters don't need to talk about drillings.
Track number 2 is Deh Deh. Can't lie, the main lyric for me was pretty much around the chorus. Don't flex on the ops, then think everything's Chris like Brown. So far, both tracks got like a massive dark feeling about them. Like, the production is very, very clean. I like the way he's just kind of keeping it simple. He's not trying to do too much. The flows on both songs have been good so far. Yeah, so far it's quite a polished attempt, but let's keep going, let's keep going. Okay, cool. Track number 3 is featuring Huncho. This one's called Addicts. I'm looking forward to hearing what Huncho can do on this, because he's been on a bit of a roll lately with his features. Obviously, the whole Burning tune with Dutch Ravelli was popping, and obviously Huncho needed the first that came out earlier on this year. So let's see what he can do on this track. Let me break down Huncho's bit before we continue. This one is more simplistic from Huncho. He's not giving me that much energy. It's a bit like when Eminem did the Moon Man thing, like last week or the other. Like, the energy is low. He's saying a few things here and there, but because the energy is not hype and he's not coming with almost a signature Huncho flow, for me, I'm kind of like losing energy with it, and I feel like his verse is kind of dragging on. And whereas it's dragging on for me, I feel like they could have made that shorter, and it would have been more kind of not punchy, but it would have been more impactful. But yeah, I'm not feeling that verse, man. I'm not feeling that verse at all. That's the energy. There you go. He lifted the whole thing up already. Unknown T definitely ups the energy when he gets into the second verse, and then Huncho sounds better on the hook after Unknown T, just because we've had the energies lifted. It wasn't a bad feature from Huncho, but he kind of mirrored the beat. I can see some fans liking it, but I think so far for me, that's the one I would skip straight away. Let's get into the next track.
Get drunk to be chill on the fence.
It's kicking.
Steps like Ansel. My number is too lit like candles. Any problems on my shit, man, handle. Dash man up, but there's still no black.
A lot of the tracks that we're getting so far, they're just head boppers. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just crud. You're just listening to me. You're just, I don't know, doing some sort of stupid bobblehead type movement and you're listening to it. So he's definitely going in. We're hearing kind of the same themes kind of running through a lot of these tracks. So I'm assuming that's going to be the same. So I'm kind of in that mode where I'm listening for more of the beat and how he flows on it, and you know, if things work and if things don't. It's again decent tune, decent tune, quite quick. It's only like 2 minutes. There's not a lot to unpackage in that song, but it was decent nonetheless. I'm enjoying the tape. I mean, my energy might seem a bit low because it's kind of late in it, but I'm enjoying the tape so far. Nothing that's got me mad hype or mad crazy yet, but we've still got a lot of tracks to go, so let's get into the next one. I feel like this one might be bad, you know.
In a track with my bros who was in an hotel trying to beat that girl. My Rambo nice gonna ching man well.
What? Man, turn tingle well.
Turn the ding dong well.
Track number 5 is called Prison. So far, probably my favourite one off the whole tape. I feel like it's just got that bit more energy, a bit more uplifting that we need. The cabbage bar was funny. Then there was that one where the girl bar, and he's talking about, you know, all the themes that we've kind of, you know, repetitively got throughout a lot of these tracks. I can't say them because we're on YouTube, so I ain't gonna say them, but you know what I'm talking about. We're slowly getting to halfway through the project right now. That was track number 5. We're about to get into track number 6. We've still got Young T and Bugsey feature. We've still got AJ Tracey, which we've already heard, and we've got a Young Ads feature, which I don't think we've heard yet. So we've got a few others that we need to get into. So far, it's calm. It's calm. Nothing has got too hyped. I think this is probably the best track of the lot so far, but let's get into the next one. Let's see what it's saying. Let's see what we can do with it. Just realised track number 6 is Fresh Home. When that came out, that was sick. That was a banger. Not going to break it down because we've already heard it, and that song's been out for a while now, but very, very like solid Fresh Home song. Probably one of the better ones that have come out recently. And yeah, let's get to the next track after that. All right, this one's called Main Squeeze featuring Young T and Bugsey. Looking forward to seeing what dynamic they go for, because we've heard Unknown T on faster, more Afro swingy type beats like Medusa with Western. So is he going to take that approach, Or are Young T and Bugsey about to spit some drill? Because I don't know. We're about to get into it, but it could be a mad thing.
Main squeeze. Pop bottle, smoke bubble with gum. 12 bills on my jeans.
Ooh, he's flowing. It's a different flow.
Getting money, no, I ain't the same.
And you know what? My main criticism of that tune is there wasn't enough Unknown T. The flow that he comes in with is different to a lot of the flows you've had so far on the first couple of tracks. And that's a big difference. And it makes you more alert to, you know, what he's doing, and it sounds different. It's a deviation from what he's done on previous songs on the album. So you're more privy, I'm saying privy, you know, you're more privy to want to listen and engage with it. But as soon as you're kind of getting into what he's doing, we hit the chorus, and then we hit Young T and Bugsey who kind of take over the rest of the track, which almost makes it feel like it's a Young T and Bugsey track featuring Unknown T. Now, as much as I don't have a problem with that, I just feel like because we're hearing something different from Unknown T, it would have been nice to hear him more on it. Young T and Bugsey's efforts on the track aren't that bad. I remember there's that booed up LMA bar that's in there, which is kind of clean. But besides that, I feel like Young T and Bugsey have done better features and have done better tracks by themselves. It was just missing a little something that could have taken it to the next level. Whether that be more Unknown T, whether that be a change of beat, whether that be this song should have been on Plead the Fifth from Young T and Bugsey. I'm not sure, but it's a good song, but it's just missing something. And I can't think of it right now on this first reaction, but it's missing something. If you know what it is, leave a comment down below. All right, the next two are a skit and an interlude, so we're going to skip those because most of the time it's just talking, so we're not going to get into those too much. The next track we're getting into is LV featuring Young Ads, so looking forward to seeing where this one will go. After Insomnia, which came out with Skepta, Chip and Young Ads, we know that Young Ads can flow up on different kind of styles, to the better or to the worse sometimes. Sometimes it works for Young Ads, sometimes it doesn't. Insomnia kind of showed that to us. I want to hear what he can do on this. Off the back of Plain Jane, which came out last week, which was a solid song, I want to hear what Young Ads and Unknown T can do together on a track. So let's get into it.
3-9 bars down, every round with a blade I chop.
11 racks on 2 waps, and one of them came with.
I'm not sure, you know. His entry into the song was, I don't know, it feels like he's trying to catch up to the beat. It might change. I paused it early, innit? I don't know if I like that. Let's keep going. I mean, that was an interesting one because you had Young Ads who, at first I thought he was off beat, eventually gets on beat, delivers a verse that I don't think was that memorable. Sounded nice on the track, but again, Unknown T, I feel overpowered the song, which is good because it's his album, it's his project, so it makes sense for him to take over. I just feel like when Unknown T got in to the track, then you're more engaged with it, and I think that's a little bit of an issue that we keep getting through some of these songs that we've had so far. Like, we're getting the feature before Unknown T, and Unknown T is the best part about most of the featured songs so far. So I wish they kind of reversed that around. I wouldn't have minded hearing Young Ads on the second verse instead of the first one. Again, decent song. I feel like so far Prison is still my favourite track, you know. It's still my favourite track, but we still got a few more to go, so let's keep it moving. Back, that's the violence in the trap. Kombat, back, that's the violence in the trap. Hey. That one was more a stripped back, more relaxed tune from Unknown T. Obviously, Mortal Kombat, that's the violence of the trap, and that chorus goes on for quite a bit on the song. I'm not sure if I necessarily feel that, but I do think it works in the aesthetic of what we get as in a song as a package. But it's definitely a song that could get lost in the whole project. I don't know how much that would come up on a shuffle that I would be like, boom, I gotta play that. Or if I choose that as one of the first cuts I'd play post listening to this tape. Do you know what I mean? Track number 12, Leave That Trap, AJ Tracey. You already heard that one. We know what that's about. I think AJ Tracey does well. This was one of the songs that when it came out, I didn't really like this song, to be fair. I haven't really listened to it since, but I've already heard it, so I'm not going to do a reaction towards it. Maybe if that comes on further down the line, now that Unknown T's project is out, it might change my opinion, but initially at the time, I wasn't really feeling that. Track number 13 was Squeeze and Bust. That one definitely had a lot more energy towards it. I did like that one. I was a fan of it when it came out, and it was a sign for me that, I mean, after Homer and B, we'd seen this kind of weird trend of Unknown T, apart from, you know, the charge that went on him, but we'd seen this kind of other songs that had come out and they were starting to sound a bit, not sure, like Throwback. I liked it initially when it came out, but then as time was going on, Medusa, I wasn't really feeling it too much. And then I was like, oh, is Unknown T is he kind of declining? But certain songs like Squeeze and Bust allowed me to think like, okay, cool, like he's making his comeback, he's building momentum in for 2020. or 2019 when that song came out. So let's get into the next one.
In the beat of the whack, but I ain't closed doors, we've been beating back. Fuck if you come out of jail, we bang them shows where your riders at.
That track was alright, it was decent to be fair. Like, I like the fact that they used the piano in the background. It adds like an extra layer to the track, so it makes it feel more textured instead of it just being kind of hollow. It does link in with the dark theme for a lot of the drill beats that we've got. And as we get towards the end of the album, we've got what, 2 tracks left. I can't hear this one going a lot further than the album, and maybe because this track listing is not long, but it's 16 tracks, which is quite a bit. And maybe some of these tracks, maybe this is one of them ones where I would have made the album a bit shorter and maybe taken this one off. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below, let's talk about it. Alright, the next one I'm excited for, to be fair. V9 and KO on this with Unknown T. Obviously, we know that all of them know each other very, very well. And looking forward to hearing what they got to offer with this one still. Got a little guitar beat going on. Hey, the flute as well. Ooh.
I got best of both like Hannah Montana.
Best track on the tape by far. So far for me. Well, I say so far. We're pretty much at the end. There's 1 track left. The chemistry between all 3 of them works well. I like the punchiness and the vocal inflections that KO brings to the song. I think he overpowers V9 quite a bit, but I'm not mad at V9's verses either. I like the fact that it's almost like they say a couple bars each, then they kind of go in and they kind of address each other, then the other one responds. So Unknown T will talk to V9, V9 will talk to KO, KO will talk to V9, and so on and so forth. I do like that. It adds more synergy to the track. Obviously, we get the flute in the background from Chris Rich, the producer, who's done a lot of production across the board for drill and rap across the UK. Shout out him, very good producer. The flute actually sounds like Smoke Perp and Jack Harlow's Tide Pen. So this is obviously, we're doing a UK review, but if you like Smoke Perp, obviously, I know the album didn't do too well. Listen to that song, the flutes sound almost identical. But the match between the guitar and the flute coming together on this drill beat works very, very well. And as a package, this is probably the best song on the album for me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We got 1 track left, innit? We got 1 track left, so let's see what this one is saying. This is the final one off this tape, so let's get into it.
Main ambition.
Hey.
They don't know how I came, but I came with a vision.
Hey.
I'm coming for the game, that's my main ambition.
Hey, and that's the outro track, Ambition, Unknown T. Talking about his ambitions, coming for the game, you know, talking about what he wants to do, talking about his relationship with women as well in there, little sprinklings throughout the song. As a tape, including all the songs that we already have gotten, I think we'd already got the best of the project. Apart from this KO and V9 track that was on there, and maybe Prison, the rest of the songs, they didn't really hit the mark for me. I think the M Huncho feature wasn't the greatest, and I think M Huncho's done better features on other people's tapes, like Nate Small's one, which I can't remember the name of, but you know what I'm talking about. I think Young T and Bugsey's feature was good, but there was too much Young T and Bugsey. I would have liked to have had more Unknown T, because he definitely gave a different vibe towards it. Obviously, we've spoken about the KO V9 feature already. That one was probably the best of the tape, if not the best song on the tape. Obviously, with Unknown T, it's a drill project, or predominantly a drill project, so a lot of the themes are going to be the same. I feel like when you get a lot of songs of one person in one go, the themes get saturated a little bit because you've heard it already. So I think in future, I'd like to see Unknown T come with maybe like max 10 tracks, because had we have got maybe 10 tracks off this, I think it would have definitely slapped a lot more. With the tracks that we'd already heard, plus maybe 4 or 5 others, he would have probably had a very, very solid project on his hands. Not saying that the tape's bad, I just think we've taken away a few songs and tweaking a few things here and there. He could have had an even better project on his hands. What do you guys think? Rise Above Hate, Unknown T, this brand new project from him. Leave a like if you enjoyed the review. Let me know your comments down below. What's your favourite song? What's your least favourite song? Share your thoughts, share your opinions. And I will see you guys for another review sometime soon. Stay safe, stay blessed. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.